Good afternoon, Jim. How are you? It's really good to see you again. How's your soccer team going? Oh, that's good to hear. Jim, I'm glad you're here because I just want to discuss a couple of things with you that arose out of our last discussion. How are the group counselling sessions going? Do you still have the same concerns? Yeah, he's not starting on time again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That must be frustrating. Have you shared that with anyone? Oh, another group member? And what does he think? He feels the same way. Did he mention anything else about it? Oh, he suggested that you raise it with the counsellor. What do you think about that? Yeah, you think it's a good idea. Oh, you thought about raising it with me as well. Yeah, I'm able to mention this to him, only with your permission though. Are you happy for me to do that? Thank you. So next time I meet with him, I'll let him know of you and your team members' concerns in relation to starting later. Is there anything else about the group counselling sessions? You feel like he's going through the motions still? You still find them frustrating and a little bit pointless? I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh, okay. Yeah, the people just ramble. Have you learnt anything from those ramblings, or do you just find them frustrating? A little bit? What kinds of things? Oh, wow, okay, so you've learnt to look and reflect on your own actions. Oh, and you're able to identify areas of similarity. Oh, that's really interesting. Do you think that maybe the counsellor does this to allow people to identify issues? Is that something that you would agree with? You can see that. Do you have any ideas of how the counsellor might do it differently? Put impose time limits on people. Look, that would make the counselling sessions more, you would definitely maximize your time if you did that. What else do you think? Oh, your partner thinks that it's helpful. Yeah, I think she's right. I think that it's helpful. And how's the travel? Are you still finding it difficult to get there? Okay, you're still having the same issues. And so when you travel, you feel frustrated and cramped, and I'm really sorry to hear that. How might you get to the location? Oh, your partner has raised maybe finding an alternate route. Are there any other options available? Oh, speaking to me. Yeah, you can talk to me about possibly getting a payment system in place so that we can give you a little bit money to get a cab. That would make it more comfortable. Is there anything else that you and your partner have discussed? Or completely moving locations, going to a counselling centre that's closer to you? That is something I can look into for you. I will, though, again, need your permission to raise it with the team. Thank you. So next time we meet, I'll raise your concerns about moving the counselling centre closer. When you do travel, you mentioned that you feel cramped and frustrated. Has any... Oh, okay. So you had an altercation, yeah, where you smashed a window. Oh, Jim, I'm sorry to hear that. How did you feel? Disappointed? You felt like you took 3 steps backwards. Oh, and you're scared of what it might mean. Jim, I don't want you to be scared. That's what we're here for. We can talk it through. So tell me, take me back there. You got so frustrated and cramped that you lashed out. How do you feel about that situation now? Yeah, embarrassed. Is there maybe something else that you could have done looking back now? Okay. So you maybe would have called your partner or listened to some music or distracted yourself by some other means. And looking back on that situation now and knowing that there are other options available, if you find yourself in the same position, what are you going to do next time? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Jim, I'm really proud of how you've reacted to this. It really shows that these counselling sessions that you're going to are proving beneficial. Have you been getting along to many? No, you've missed a couple? And do you think, how do you feel about that now? Oh, upset. Yeah, I guess missing one or two might not feel like a big deal, but do you think there are any consequences for doing that? You miss out on the opportunity, yeah. Any other consequences? By law, there are some. That's right. The court may impose further conditions on you. That is correct. What else? You may have to go to jail. Yeah. And what would that mean for your family? That would be sad. I wouldn't want to see you financially impacted or not being able to see a daughter. And Jim, at the end of this rehabilitation and the program, what kind of person do you want to be? A trustworthy person, a loyal person. And so what are you going to do to become that person? Keep attending. That's good. Jim, thank you so much for coming along today. I hope you have a great afternoon.